All right, we're here to start drinking. No, we're not here to start drinking, but we're at a pretty famous bar, and I'm here with Stephanie Buck. And Stephanie, why don't you tell people where we are right now?
We are in the library and archive of the Cape Ann Museum on Pleasant Street in Gloucester.
And this, for people that don't know, this is down in basically the basement of the Cape Ann Museum, and this particular, where you have your hands laying at this very moment, is what?
It's Howard Blackman's bar, the actual bar that was down in his saloon on the east end of Main Street.
That's very cool that you have that here. But this place is a treasure trove, not just of, I mean, that in itself is something to come and look at, but there is an incredible archive of photographs and records down here that people, if you come down to the museum, can access, right?
Yes.
And just in this one section right here, you have the, what is it called? Gloucester City Documents. And for example, I'm just going to pick out a random one, right? This is from 1882, and it has the inaugural address, talks about the schools, talks about the state of the city, but it also has the records of the police, how many arrests there were, what the arrests were for, and some of them are pretty funny. They had okay, here it is. Here's the City Marshal's Office report for December 1882. They had indecent exposure, highway robbery, insanity, keeping a house of ill fame. A house of ill fame. I'm guessing that's a whorehouse, right?
Yeah, red light. Yeah.
Red lights. Okay, so they had that back then. They had night walking, which Fred Buck tells me that is prostitution. So they had all kinds of stuff going on here. Oh, drunkenness second offense, drunkenness third offense. So embezzlement, and you can read all about these things down here in the archives. And this is way back in 1882, but there's a lot more. In this case right here, this changes about every 3 months or so.
Yes.
And currently it's what?
Family Bibles.
Family Bibles, and mostly from the 1800s.
Yes.
But this exhibit changes with different artifacts that you guys come across, right?
Different collections. It really is to give a chance for the public to see what kinds of different collections we have. The next one that's going up is actually going to be on Lee Page's glue. It's going to be bottles and cans and things, and also the little booklets and things that they used to put out for crafts that you could use the glue for. And that'll be up beginning the end of this month up through the end of August.
And I mean, there's just a treasure trove of information and different kind of documents you can check out. All these books that are down here. That, I mean, anyone that loves Gloucester, it's just through the years, just so much. There's also they have Charlie Lowe photographs. What is this collection with Charlie Lowe? Is it everything that he had? Or?
No, it's what the Gloucester Daily Times had in their archive, and I can't remember the reason why. Maybe when they were bought and they were moving, but they decided that they couldn't store it properly anymore, so they gave them to us to keep. So Fred has spent a lot of time digitizing them and making them available for people to see in these books.
Yeah, I mean, you have. It's just a treasure trove. It's really amazing. If you didn't get to see Charlie Lowe's the exhibit that they had here, you can look through the books they have, and every single photograph tells a story in its own. I mean, it's orange. I mean, it is awesome. And when I say awesome, it's a word that people throw around you know, kind of lightly and stuff, but it is awesome. It's here's a picture of Matza getting the greasy pole from the pole. It's just Fiesta photos. It's just.
And that photograph up there is from 1862, and it is actually the newspaper business before the Gloucester Daily Times. It was the Cape Ann Advertiser, and it's where Passport's restaurant is right now, in that corner on Main Street.
Yeah, and it's I guess it's, you could point out that that's a clapboard building there, but it was, that building was
It was one of the ones that burned in 1864. Yeah,
right, and rebuilt as a brick building. Yeah. And you know, a lot of these photographs, they tell the story right below it. But I mean, the archives, and if you have, and you, Stephanie, you kind of have a, I don't know if you call it a responsibility, but what you do here is if people are interested in genealogy,
artists, the fishing industry, the granite industry, anything that's to do with the history of Cape Ann, if we have it, I can dig it out for you and you can see it. You can look at it if you come down here.
So you're kind of like an angel of this place, because I mean, like people just on a whim come down here. They come to the thing and they say, "Hey,
Right.
I'd like to find out about my grand," and
Yes.
then you just take it upon yourself to dig.
That's my job. That's what I do. Yeah, I go and dig and find out if we have anything, and I'll bring it out. Sometimes we don't have anything. You know, we don't have everything.
Yeah.
But it's amazing what we do find.
But I mean, you've been doing it so long, you probably have a decent idea where to look, because
Yes.
there's a lot here.
Yes. Well, and I have records too.
Yeah.
I have records on the computer.
Do you have? So you must
I
have.
can't remember it all.
I mean, people can't pay you enough for this kind of job. So this
That's a good point.
So this must be passion, though,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we should point out too that I learned about you at the poetry night was that you discovered about Fitzhenry Lane.
Right. Yes, I was one of the people that found that his real middle name was Henry and not Hugh.
It's amazing how many people today still say Fitzhugh Lane.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some just refuse to change.
I know, right? I know, it's amazing. So so you do that kind of stuff, but Fred Buck is the photograph guy.
He's the photograph archivist, yes.
And so if someone wanted, so for example, my grandfather's boat was the Benjamin C and stuff like that, and Fred dug out several photos of my grandfather's boat being built, being launched, you know,
Right.
and stuff like that. These are services that you come down and
Yep.
you guys do.
Yep.
It's really great stuff. So come on down, and how can people get involved at the Cape Ann Museum?
Involved in...
Well, they could become members,
a
right?
member.
Yeah.
They could also be a volunteer if they wished. We have... oh, he disappeared. But Sam was here earlier. He's Sam Cialino.
Yeah.
He's a volunteer here. He comes in 2 mornings a week. And we have several other volunteers that do the same thing. So, and what he's doing right now is reading through logbooks and making notes on any interesting stuff, like, you know, what were they carrying, who were the crew, where were they going, what excitement happened during the voyage.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And so come on down. I think an individual membership is $30 for a whole year. You come down. You come, you know, as many days as you're open.
Yeah, we're open 4 days a week: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
And if you want, as for a family, it's $50
Right.
For an entire year. And I think, did that already pass February? Was
January is free for the entire
Yeah.
community of Cape Ann.
Yeah. So come on down, take advantage of this incredible resource, especially if you love our town. And thank you for everything you do.
Welcome.
Thanks, Fred, in the back room. There's Fred over there. And we'll see you later.
Don't point anybody back to Fred. He's busy.